No. I am your father.
May 21st, 2020 marks the 40th anniversary of one of the most highly anticipated sequels of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. You know the film.
It is your destiny.
You know the parodies.
Luke.
I am your
Father's, brother's, nephew's, cousin's former roommate.
Now let's talk about the impact.
It is useless to resist.
One scene from The Empire Strikes Back didn't just change Star Wars forever. It helped lay the groundwork for what we like to call spoiler culture. We have to rewind a little first. It's 1978, just a year after Star Wars was released, and George Lucas was writing the much-anticipated sequel. In the original script, Lord Vader didn't start out as the man we'd come to know as Anakin Skywalker. He was written to be little more than the Emperor's evil errand boy. Luke and Vader still had a connection through the Force, just like Rey and Kylo Ren in the sequel trilogy.
I want you to join me.
But it turns out, without the reveal, Vader's story arc falls kind of flat. Lucas needed something in the story that would be so important, no viewer would ever forget it.
That's impossible!
Meanwhile, the actor who played Vader speculated in a local newspaper that there might be a family connection between Luke and Vader. Little did he know, it was actually true. That's when Lucasfilm started to get creative to prevent spoilers, which could dampen the effect of the big twist on audiences. The writers added false dialogue into the script to deter against leaks. They even went so far as to give fake tips to the press. Within a few days, some British tabloids were sharing that
Obi-Wan
was the villain of the sequel.
Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time.
George Lucas was hiding the big reveal as if his empire depended on it. On the day of the shoot, only Lucas, writer Lawrence Kasdan, producer Gary Kurtz, and director Irvin Kershner knew about it. They chose to let one more person into their brain trust, Mark Hamill. When the movie premiered in 1980, fans were shocked.
We can rule the galaxy as father and son.
Not knowing what to believe, some fans assumed Vader had simply lied to Luke. I mean, he was the supreme commander of the Imperial fleet after all. Turns out that was totally intentional. George Lucas wanted to keep people guessing. From that day forward, the secrecy around film plots became a major deal for studios and fans alike. Twists like who the Emperor is or the secret of Rey's parents are hidden from fans with the hopes of recreating that Luke Vader magic. But it also had the opposite effect, as some fans loved to comb through trailers, images, and even website URLs to scope out the latest surprise ahead of time.
Who'd have thought Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father?
Thank you, Mr. Blow the Picture for me.
The one thing that pretty much all fans can agree on is Empire Strikes Back is an all-time classic. That mid-franchise shocker helped the film become an instant hit, the backbone of a saga that lasted through 2019, including a trilogy all about Anakin Skywalker, who wouldn't exist without this movie.
What did you say?
Star Wars went from one amazing film to a decades-long phenomenon that'll continue thrilling generations of fans with the Force for years to come. Largely thanks to these words.
No. I am your father.
Beep, boop, boop.